Hi
Hello.
friends. I am MJ, this is Kyle, and we are doing something that we've talked about for a long time. And now we're just finally sitting down and doing it while our child naps over there. But welcome to our little corner of the internet where we hope to inspire people to read again and share just how books have brought us closer together in lots of ways, even though we read differently, and how that can work in a couple dynamic, and just kind of share life with you guys because we go on little book finding adventures and it's usually fun. And so we thought, what if we made this into like a vlog to share with people who are interested other than my Instagram stories, and
Yeah.
that's why we're here. So we're kind of figuring it out as we go.
Yes, it will be random. There will not be as much structure as normal YouTube videos.
Yeah.
But we will talk about books. And I like talking about books.
He does like talking about books. He's the introvert, if you haven't noticed. Although I think through our marriage, he has made me more in tune with valuing solitude and quietness. And then when he feels safe, he's the most extroverted introvert you're ever going to meet. And that's when we're like the exact same person.
Yes.
So it'll be fun for you guys to witness that as well. But I will let you talk about how you got back into reading, because I feel like reading's becoming a little bit like a trendy thing, and then some people just don't know like how to get back into reading if they grew up like us, because we
Yes.
did lots of reading.
So when I was a kid, I read right away. I read Harry Potter books when they came out, and when I was 6. That was like the first like full chapter book that I read was the Harry Potter book. And I just loved reading, so I read any type of book that someone would hand to me. And I would reread books all the time. And then when I was about 18, I stopped reading. I never read any of the books they gave us in school because I did not like following rules. But now those are the books that are my favorite books. The ones that I should have already read when I was in high school, which is kind of funny. But I got back into reading through just like slowly but surely listening to Audible. I listened to like David Goggins books, and I listened to an Arnold Schwarzenegger book. I listened to Born to Run. I basically was like, I feel like I will gain more from physical reading than listening to someone read a book to me. And so I picked the best book I could think of, Born to Run, to read physically, and then it worked. It like kickstarted my like joy of reading books again. That was only June of last year.
Yeah.
That just absolute rocket propelled my reading, and I finished the year with 41 books finished. And some of those, probably 15 of those, were still audiobooks.
But it still counts.
Yeah, but then...
But you were working in the hospital.
Yes.
And so audiobooks made more sense as a CNA than physical.
For a while there, yeah.
For a while.
Because I could listen to books in the middle of the night and not bother anybody. I've interchanged all of the time that I used to play video games or watch TV shows with reading.
Yeah, we don't watch much TV now. If anything, we turn on the TV for like ambience
We
while
do
we
that.
read.
Yeah, we turn on like instrumental music for reading. But I've read Born to Run. I had already listened to it 7 times because it is my favorite book still, probably. Like overall, fiction, nonfiction. It is my most read book, with Can't Hurt Me being a close second. But yeah, and it totally worked. I read it. It took me probably like 3 weeks or so to read a very short book. But then from there, I was off to the races. Went back to the same exact mentality as when I was like in middle school and high school. I just devoured books left and right.
Yeah.
So, and I may be starting to figure out what I like to read. I'm reading every different type of genre.
Yeah, you really are. Your method is very different from mine, though.
Yeah. I have a book buying hobby just as much as I have a book reading hobby. I love getting the books and having them on my shelf.
But thankfully, we live in Chattanooga. If you are somewhat familiar with what's nearby, McKay's
Yeah.
is
It is my friend.
it's his happy place.
There's actually lots of secret book buying places that are
That's
not
true.
McKay's that I will not tell you about, so I can continue to buy the books.
You're gonna
there.
gatekeep it for yourself.
But there, I mean, like all throughout Chattanooga, there is so many good places to buy books.
And so we're able to feed that desire without breaking our bank account.
Yeah,
Because we pretty much just spend like what, $2 or $3 on a book.
that's like the max.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think.
Unless
like,
it's a birthday, then you buy like an actual.
Yeah, I've bought 3 actual books, I believe,
Yeah.
at full price.
Stoner.
Yeah, Stoner,
This
Sunrise
one.
on the Reaping. There is another one, I can't remember what it is though.
I paid full price for this Eric Mason book because
That's
I've
true.
been looking for that one for a really long time.
That might have been it.
Yeah. Everything else was like yard sales or thrift stores or
Yeah.
McKay's. This
This
is
was
your favorite still.
It's definitely in the conversation top 3.
Yeah.
The
He
long,
has like a little Stephen King section.
Yeah,
You love Octavia Butler.
I do.
Like Crouch you love.
I do. But I mean, I get these great books for such
Yeah.
deals.
I know. Well, I guess Born to Run would be your favorite nonfiction book. And then is this your favorite fiction book?
That's what I'm saying. So it's a hard. I have a top 3 favorite book instead of a favorite book, because the longer I sit with potentially my new favorite book, Stoner,
He thinks about it all the time.
I just constantly am thinking about it, and it's such a good book. It's definitely one of those like booktube books that is probably popular again because of it. It's like considered a classic. It's written around the same time as like all of John Steinbeck's work, but he is just not as well known or documented as Steinbeck is. But he should be. Like I don't know. It's just the way that the book makes you feel is so good.
Maybe we'll do like a separate video of diving into our favorite books.
Yeah. But I think about that book probably more than any other fiction book. And then it's like a whole series, but the best book is the 3rd book in He Who Fights with Monsters.
Yeah.
That would be my top 3
That's
books, I think. But yeah, 11, 22, 63. If you like sci-fi, if you like historical fiction, if you like dark, if you like Stephen King style writing, if you like romance, I'm telling you, this book has it all. It is amazing.
And the series on Hulu was really good. Was it Hulu?
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
It was on Hulu. You can't watch it now.
It's just strange that they would take it off.
Yeah,
But
it was a Hulu miniseries.
forget where we
We
watched it
saw
on
it on like
Tubi?
TV or something like that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But it was really good, and you said it was pretty accurate.
It was pretty good.
I
Yeah,
liked the ending.
the ending of this book is perfect.
But the way we view endings are very different.
Yeah.
The way that we read and like the books are very on different sides.
Correct.
Because he likes a downer.
Yes.
He likes it ending the way it should instead of a happy ending.
Yeah, like
And
real.
I'm like, if I get to the end of the book and it's a downer, I feel like I've just wasted all this time hoping for a good ending, but I'm depressed.
Yeah.
But he's like, yes.
Yeah.
That's what I hoped for. That it would be real.
Yeah. So like if you've ever read some of these classic books like The Road or 1984, Fahrenheit 451, they're Of Mice and Men. Those are all on one shelf over there, right behind the camera. They are absolute bummers. And it is so beautiful. Stoner has an absolute dumpster fire of an ending, and you're like, why? Stoner, however, I can tell you the ending because they tell you on the first page what's going to happen. And you're like, wait a minute, what? How is that going to be any good? It is so powerful and moving. Yeah, they're books where like people exist and people are real and people live and people die.
That's what he likes.
I like to feel. That's my favorite type of book, is books that make me feel. Perks of Being a Wallflower, I just recently finished. It is in my top 3 favorite movies of all time because you feel.
And that one was pretty accurate too.
Yeah, it was very good.
Yeah.
I think one of the first books I read this year was Midnight Library, East of Eden by John Steinbeck. Both, like, Midnight Library kind of has a happy ending, I guess.
I'm gonna read that one next
But it
because
moves you.
I'm doing the audio book of Matt Haig's How to Stop Time. I'm gonna finish that like today. I have like an hour left.
Nice.
His writing's really good.
It's so good. And it's always very mental health focused. He is known for that.
Is he like a magical realism genre person?
You could call it that, I think.
It's like our living, but if something supernatural happened within the...
Yeah, I mean...
I don't know about Midnight Library.
I would view Midnight Library that way, as opposed to... Some people might view it as, like, more sci-fi. But definitely not hard sci-fi. It's not.
We're still
quite
learning the
realistic.
terms, too,
I
like tropes and stuff.
Yeah. So, MJ, my love, what are your favorite books? I already know them, so it feels unnatural for me to ask her. But, alas.
What are my favorites?
I would say your favorite books are the book you just read. It is the most Catcher in the Rye answer, but it is the answer. The book you just read is your favorite book every time. Except you also hold in your heart John Comer books.
Yeah.
How to Tell the Truth. And then...
This is our nonfiction shelf.
Yeah,
This is our like fancy fiction, and then over there it's worn down fiction.
Yeah. Anytime I find a good, pretty book, it gets to go on the shelf.
Yeah. I would say my all-time favorite book as of right now is still How to Tell the Truth.
Yeah.
That's my 5-star book overall. I just finished Anxious for Nothing by Max Lucado, and that is at the top as well for nonfiction. But Ruthless Elimination of Hurry by John Mark Comer was also very, very good. It took me a long time to get through it because I wanted to really marinate on the values that were being said, and it was really like convicting, eye-opening. Then as far as fiction goes, which is so, like, I have to find a way to say it because I just listed 3 very like solid Christian authors, and then I'm gonna be like, and then my fiction Fourth Wing is my favorite fiction book. I love some really helpful daily life nonfictions, and then on the fiction side I like to go somewhere else. Like, I want to sit in a corner, put the ambience on YouTube, and just go to a different world, and that is exactly what Fourth Wing has done for me. And that was actually the book that got me back into reading.
I would say the
Black. So Black got me back into realizing I do enjoy reading fiction. But Fourth Wing I read in 4 days.
Yeah.
And I was like, I've never read anything like this.
Yeah.
And our relationship was great through that reading process. But I have not read Onyx Storm. I did get that for my birthday. I'm holding it off because I know that the ending is rough from what I am seeing.
Okay.
And we don't know when the 4th book is going to come out. So I'm like, I can wait. I can make this last a long time until I at least have a release date of the 4th book.
Yeah.
But yeah, I did love Black by Ted Dekker. That is like a mixture of The Matrix and Narnia. And
yeah, I would agree with that.
it was given to me by one of my dear friends, Charity, and as soon as I finished Black, which was also in like a couple of days.
Yeah, when she gets locked into a fiction book,
I'm
it just
like,
zooms.
And he went to McKay's one evening because I'm like, I'm gonna need the 2nd book, and he came back with the entire series.
Yeah.
Because at McKay's you can get them for like 50 cents.
Yeah, I think I paid like $4.50.
Yeah.
For the next 3 books in the series,
Yeah.
and another Dekker book that was like 50 cents.
It was perfect. A little gift. So yeah, Black opened my passion to reading again outside of the nonfiction world, because I grew up reading Nancy Drew books. I have a whole stack over there. My mom would find me like asleep with a Nancy Drew book on my chest, and then I started reading like nonfiction, which was like a bunch of Christian things that would help me in ministry.
Yeah.
And then I felt like I can't give time to fiction. I feel like that's a waste. And then years go by and Black ends up happening. And then I'm like, well, I think I like this. I think I'm going to do this instead of watching TV. And then it just kind of snowballed from there.
Yeah.
So now I'm not reading 40 books a year, but I have read 10, 11 by tonight.
Well, and with that in mind, though, like your goal was to read a book a month.
Yeah.
At the beginning of the year, you said, okay, I'm going to set a goal for myself. What's your goal?
Yeah.
And I was like, well, I want to read a book every week. And you were like, that's banana land. That's my word. But I'm going to try to read one every month because that's more manageable.
As a mom.
And I was like, I think you can smoke that goal. And she is smoking that goal. It is far and away going to happen. So we are both going to obliterate our year-end reading goals.
Yeah, which is very surprising for me. I didn't think I would be able to.
And she thought that my number was aggressive.
I did because we did a lot this year.
Yeah.
He entered Fire Academy, graduated Fire Academy, and that stretched us so thin for 7 months.
Yeah.
Like, our marriage was tested, our finances are still being tested. Like, all of it was the Lord telling us, like, are you going to trust me?
Yeah.
To carry you through. And we made it to the other side. Now you're a firefighter, and we're learning the new rhythm of a new season, and it feels better.
Yeah, it's instantly, we're only like, we're less than 2 weeks removed from like starting station work.
Yeah.
Like shift work, and it is just a wildly different experience than what we were going through before.
Mm-hmm.
So
we can finally catch our breath. And then the plan was, on the longer stretch of time on the Chattanooga schedule, is when we can sit down and do this together and add another element of closeness and all that.
We're going to talk about books and our life of book reading.
Mm-hmm. Take you on the journeys.
What that looks like.
Second and Charles and McKay's and thrifts. Different
thrift stores.
Yeah.
Yeah, maybe the next time we make a video, it'll be current top 10 favorite books. Which will be really tough. Oh, that'll be rough. But I'll manage.
Let us know in the comments what kinds of videos you would like to see. Also, chime in on what a good name would be. As of right now, we're just doing what you had previously, which was like Montag. A little nod to Fahrenheit 451. Also firefighter kind of feel. And then I'm MJ. So that's what we have as of right now. ChatGPT loaded up some options for us. One of them is bound by books. Chapters together. What are the other ones?
Between alarms and bedtime stories.
Mm-hmm. That was kind of cute.
It's kind of cool. I like that.
Mm-hmm.
I actually like that one a lot.
Yeah. So you would vote between alarms and bedtime stories?
Yeah. And then like the little underneath tag would be Montag&MJ.
I like it too. Let us know what you think. I think a Q&A video would be really smart too, because then you can just be like, hey, I want to know this about you guys, or whatever. Could be anything.
We're currently starting on the spooky season of books early. We're going to read big ol' The Stand. Probably going to read Silence of the Lambs book form. I might actually read that before I read The Stand, because this is just a monstrous 1,200-page book, and I'm not quite ready yet to start that. I do not feel ready. I'm also starting Holier Than Thou this week.
And I just started A Fun Week.
Both by
Gifted to me
Jackie
by
Hill Perry.
A sweet sister friend.
That
We
is-
love the Perrys. If you haven't noticed, we've talked about their books quite a bit in this one video.
Yeah. How to Tell the Truth.
Mm-hmm.
Easily one of the best books
And you just finished Gay Girl, Good God.
I did.
And you cried.
I did.
Yeah.
It was a very, very good book.
Yeah.
I very much appreciated it. Oh, I also just finished The Stranger by Albert Camus.
Yeah.
Took me about 2.5 days because I have looked for it a while. I don't like just ordering books. I like the excitement of looking for it and finding it.
The hunt.
The hunt of finding books. Even though Stoner was one of the only books I've paid full price for, I looked for it for 2 years.
You did.
Just even like, I was even, by the first year, I was like, I'm willing to pay full price for this book if I find it at a bookstore. And it took a long time and I finally found it.
Father's Day
Yeah.
in Nashville. We are glad that you watched this whole video and hope that you join in for all the ones that are to come. And as the days go on, you will see him open up more.
I will.
Yeah.
I will probably do that.
This is just Kyle in the first video. I'm sure 5 from now, he will be talking more than I am. But yeah, that's all for today. If you enjoyed everything in this video, please like it and comment down what you did enjoy. Comment what you would like to see in the future. Share it with your book friends.
Book friends.
And let's grow the community, because I think more and more people need to get off screens and into pages, and it's just really healing in ways that you don't expect it to be. So, we'll see you next time. Bye.